Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lee Summit West High School, home of Fountain City Athletic tonight for our UPSL Midwest South Conference semifinal. Earlier today, another semifinal was played between Dodge City and Chivas, Kansas, down at Riverside, beautiful Casey Current facility. As you can see, scrolling through at the bottom now, Chivas, Kansas fell in that game 3-0. So the winner of this game will actually host the conference championship game. Both teams will be looking to come out on top tonight. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes with intros and kickoff. Real quick, big thank you to our sponsor, Compies. This pregame show is sponsored by Compies. Ladies and gentlemen, the QR code on your screen, please scan if available. Thanks to our partners, Thumbo, we're bringing to you prediction, polls, and trivia during tonight's game. Great fan interaction. Make sure you answer those polls. You can win coins if you get them correctly with the predictions, and you can use those coins to unlock items from our team store and some items from our sponsors as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in tonight. Just about 8 minutes from kickoff here at Lee Summit West High School. I'll be back with the lineups for both teams in about 5 minutes. Again, thank you to our sponsors tonight, Cumpies. This pregame show is sponsored by Cumpies. And again, ladies and gentlemen, that QR code on your screen, please scan it so you can participate in tonight's predictions and polls to win points in our team store and for rewards from our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 3 minutes from these teams taking the field tonight for our Midwest South Conference semifinal. We're going to go ahead and get into the lineups tonight, starting with Fountain City Athletic. In goal, number 99, Alex Drambor. At center back, we have the partnership that finished off the season together, Jake Farmer and John Osongo. At right back, Ricky Lapata makes his return to the lineup after last week's absence, and Nico Rivera makes another start here at left back. Tonight, a little bit of a different formation of 4-2-3-1 rather than the common 4-3-3 for Fountain City Athletic. Two pivot mids, Kelvin Osai and Ocean Comfort. Alessandro Rubio, our captain tonight, and also the cam. And then left wing, right wing combo of Miguel Carrasquino and Jared Glover. Tonight's striker, coming off of a hat trick against Al Medina last week, Caleb Fannin. Again, Fountain City Athletic is head coached by Jeff Ferguson. Our lineup tonight is sponsored by Verts Neighborhood Dispensary. And now for CKU, tonight's CKU starting lineup. In goal, number 22, Santiago Pagnotti. At center back, number 2, Cristobal Scheinfeld, and number 5, Alejandro Diaz. At left back, number 4, I believe that is Maxi Scheinfeld. At right back, number 18, Emilio Rodriguez. 3 center mids tonight are Noel Zimbeva, the captain. Number 12, not listed as number 12. Number 6, Juan Lozada. At left wing, number 17, Camille Kuhn. Number 23, Mateo Hoyas is the striker, and Gabe Seth Flores at right wing, number 11. So I believe number 6 or number 12 tonight will be Gerardo Garcia. Again, just moments away from getting started tonight. About to have our national anthem and team walkout. Soccer Stats 7221. Funny you asked that. If you guys scan the QR code on your screen right now, you can go make that prediction yourself thanks to our partners, Thumbo. Again, if you guys want to scan that QR code in the middle of your screen right now, you guys can make a prediction yourself thanks to our partners, Thumbo, today. As well as a few others, as like clean sheet, who's going to get a clean sheet, stuff like that. So again, scan this QR code. We'll have it back up at halftime, and we'll even be doing some trivia today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are seconds away from getting this second semifinal started. Fountain City Athletic hosting Central Kansas United once again. Second time these teams meet this season. First time it was a very intense competitive game. Central Kansas was shown 4 red cards in that game. But coming back after getting shown their first and only loss of the season up to date, Central Kansas is going to come back ready for vengeance, ready to knock Fountain City out. Tell them, beat us when it matters. But again, seconds away from kickoff, thanks to our partners Charger GoGo KC, power the world thanks to Charger GoGo. And again, if you're just tuning in, the winner of this will host the Midwest South Conference Championship, as number 1 seed Chivas Kansas lost 3-0 today to 4 seed Dodge City. And ladies and gentlemen, just seconds now awaiting the referee's signal, and we will be off to go. Again, Fountain City Athletic, Central Kansas United, set to get underway. Fountain City Athletic in their cream and blue fountain kit tonight. Central Kansas in their black. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. An early shot, we've seen that a lot recently in the pro game, is teams starting off by releasing the ball and dumping the pressure, shaves off 60% of room, of space that you have to cover. Alex Drambor, keeper today, set to take this kick. Ball in the middle, number 8 driving. Out wide. And they look to reset now with their center back. All the way back to Pagnuti now. Central Kansas looking to be a little patient. Long ball incoming. No one making the run. Alex Drambor is going to collect easily with his feet. Dumps it out to Songo. Songo is going to look to go long now. Looking for the head of Fannin. Nothing doing there. Good header by Central Kansas. Kelvin gets it to Nico Rivera. Turnover in the middle. Central Kansas has numbers in front of them. Drops it back to Zimbabwe. Central Kansas, well working possession right now, gets it back to Pagnuti again. This time they're going to try to go up the left side. Long ball cut out by Ricky Lapata. Sandro picks it up in the midfield. Gets a little back heel to Fannin. Fannin not able to get the first one. Punches it out of a sliding challenge, and still Fannin with the ball now. Gets it to Carrasquinho. Good little turn in the middle. Carrasquinho thought somebody was running. No one making that run. It's going to be out for a Central Kansas throw-in. Two and a half minutes here. Kelvin Osai does well to cut out that throw in. Nice little move, gets the nutmeg, but unable to keep the ball. It's going to be out on Central Kansas. Rivera looking to go quick to Carrasquinho, not long enough. Central Kansas is going to usher that out for another throw in. Fountain City Athletic throw-in. Sorry about the sound right there. Didn't realize I muted. Lapata, long throw-in, looking for Fannin. Fannin tripped up a little bit by his own feet. Jared Glover does well there to get it back to Fannin. Central Kansas knocks it out again for another throw-in. Lapata, another long throw to Fannin. Central Kansas wasn't quite ready, but it didn't look like Fannin was that ready either. Kelvin Osai intercepts it in the middle, gets it to Ocean Comfort, who brings it down nice. Now out wide to Osongo. Osongo doing a little too much dribbling there. Ball played in through to number 11, Flores. Osongo doing well to correct his mistake, forcing a Flores turnover. Kelvin Osai turns it right back over. And a shot and goal there from Central Kansas United, and it is 1-0. What a shot, what a finish right there from Central Kansas United, and it's an early 1-0 lead for them. What a shot right there. Central Kansas lead 1-0. 5 minutes into this game. Rubio. Looking long for Carrasquinho. Unable to get there. Throw in for CKU coming up. Again, what a start for CKU here on the road in Kansas City today after a long drive. Fountain City Athletic is going to have a lot of work to do to get back in this one. Caleb Fannin turns the ball over right there. Central Kansas looking to go long. Lapata having to go back to Osongo, leaving it for Drambor. Drambor gets it over to Farmer. Farmer up the line for Rivera. Rivera's first touch a little long, but gets it to Osai. Osai back out to Farmer. Farmer going to look long for Fannin. Pagnutti off his line, gets it cleared away. It's going to stay in bounds, but only for a goal kick. Good little bit of offense, but an even better bit of defending there from both teams in that possession. Ball taken long from Drambor. Wind pushing against him. Still gets it to his man, Comfort now. Headed up, Lapata coming to collect that. Gets it over to 18, clears it away easily. Osai in the middle on the second ball. Farmer now. Farmer looking for Miguel, not able to get it to him. Good tackle there from Carrasquinho, but a miscommunication there from Rivera and Alessandro Rubio. Out for another CKU throw-in. They're going to take their time with this one. Goes down line quickly. Jake Farmer guarding. Ushers it out for a goal kick. When pushing from left to right on your screen, an advantage for CKU right now. Let's see if that stays this way, the advantage, or if the wind will die down. Caleb Fannin able to get that flick on, but no one running with him. And CKU had time, found a good pass. Well done there from Glover to force it backwards. Lapata does well as well, and Rubio wins the foul in the middle. Fountain City Athletic with a free kick right here at midfield. Down 1-0 here in the 9th minute. Osongo to take. Osongo long. Pagnutti off his line. Punches away. Ref letting it go. Miguel Carrasquino's got to at least jump and challenge for that if he's going to be asking for the foul, but good punch there from Pagnutti. Still Fountain City Athletic in a decent area. Rubio not able to do anything with it. And now CKU may look to counter. Good job there from Nico Rivera. An even better job from CKU to retain it. Alessandro Rubio looking for Carrasquino now. Gets it to his feet. Carrasquino making a move, cuts it back onto his left foot. Carrasquino gets it over to Glover. Glover looking to shoot. Back heel to Comfort. Comfort mishit. Carrasquino's shot's blocked. Great play there from Carrasquino. Fountain City Athletic not able to do nothing with it. And a foul there from Glover to bail out CKU in the end. But what a play there from Carrasquino. Putting the moves on the right back and center back. But Jared Glover's touch lets him down in the end. Needs to get it out in front of him, put it on his right foot so he can hit it first time. Unable to do so. And CKU with some great defensive efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, with this injury, it's a great time to scan the QR code on your screen. Tonight's predictions and polls partnered with Thumbo. Long ball from Pagnutti. Great ball in through space. Winger right there from CKU's got to do better. I don't think he thought it was going to fall to him. Ball in the middle, done well with from CKU for now. Kelvin Osai gets it to Miguel, who's able to pull it down. Number 8 comes back and collects it very well in the middle. Fountain City Athletic is outnumbered here. And out of all the options right there, he chose to take a shot, and it will be out for a CKU corner. It'll be Zimbabwe to take this corner. Very dangerous with his set pieces. All four. Ball whipped in from Zimbabwe. Done well there from Drambor at the front post, but out for another throw or corner kick. Another great ball whipped in, this time back post. Goes all the way out for a goal kick to Fountain City Athletic. 11th minute now after that 4th minute banger from CKU. It's been pretty back and forth early here. CKU's just been the better with their opportunities. Drambor goal kick into the middle to nobody. Ball headed away there from number 8 out of bounds. Ricky Lapata does well to usher that out of bounds. Lapata with the long throw. Alessandro Rubio not on the same page as him. Ocean Comfort and Jared Glover doing well, though, to win the ball. Gets it to Rubio. Finds Fannin, but a good step in there from a Scheinfeld brother. Not sure which one that is. Out for a Ricky Lapata throw, and again. Miguel Carrasquino flicks the ball on, wins the foul. That was actually Alessandro Rubio. It's going to put a dangerous free kick for Fountain City Athletic, 30 yards away from the net. Jake Farmer, tall head coming in. John Osongo as well in the box. Need a good ball here from Alessandro Rubio. Pagnuti's fast and quick off his line, and he likes to come off his line, so have to be ready for that. Good ball whipped in from Rubio. Jake Farmer there on the back post, unable to control his header, out for a goal kick. Pagnutti to take the goal kick. Pushing numbers forward. They want to pin at Fountain City Athletic deep. Long ball from Pagnutti. Through everybody again with that wind pushing it. Nano Songo, the first one to it. CKU gets it out wide to Zimbabwe. Wind still blowing hard right here. Zimbabwe, 2 men on him. Ricky Lapata does well. It's going to stay in for a throw in. But wind really pushing hard left to right across your screen right now. Those long balls from Pagnutti are just carrying with that wind. Throw in coming here from CKU. Looks like they're going to take it as if it was a corner. Good long throw. Alex Drambor there to punch. Zimbabwe quick to take the rebound. And Glover gets it out of bounds for another goal kick. For another throw in, my apologies. Throw-in on the way. Another long throw-in. Ball in a dangerous spot. Those set pieces have been dangerous for CKU so far. Alex Drambor able to collect, however. Alex Drambor with the long ball. Wind kills that one right around midfield. Easy touch there from another Scheinfeld brother. Trying to get it down the line. Lapata's there for now. Still Lapata. Just has to usher it out of bounds as he was trapped by 2 black shirts. Throw in on its way. Ball deflected. That'll be out for a corner kick. Another corner here for CKU. Looks like a man down right now for Fountain City Athletic. I believe it's Alessandro Rubio. Not a good sign if you Fountain City Athletic. Already trailing 1-0. Now your captain is laying down on the ground. This is a perfect opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys to scan that QR code on your screen, make predictions, and answer a poll thanks to our partners, Thumbo. And that is Alessandro Rubio, who is down right now. Fountain City Athletic captain. Not a good sign for them. It looked like we were just watching the replay. Overextension of his leg, pulling up on his hamstring or calf. Not a good sign, non-contact injury. In the meantime, Central Kansas United is set to take this corner kick. Up a goal, up a man. Amir Pasuhi is looking like the man that's going to replace Alessandro Rubio. It'll be interesting to see how Fountain City Athletic line up after that. More than likely move Miguel Carrasquino back into the middle behind Caleb Fannin and put Amir Pasuhi on the left side. That substitution is going to be made. On the field, number 32, Amir Pasuhi. He's going to replace number 19, Alessandro Rubio. Tonight's substitution sponsored by Equip Studios. Corner kick sent in. And a good save there from Alex Drambor. Out for another corner kick. There's a lot. That ball sent all the way out. Alex Drambor looking to go quick. Gets it over to Carrasquino. Carrasquino with a good chest to Pazui. Pazui gets it over to Caleb Fannin. Fannin now on the left side. Still Caleb Fannin. Does well. Gets it over to Miguel Carrasquino. Carrasquino getting to work. Gonna hit it in the box. Good headed away from CKU there. Kelvin Osai picks it back up. Trying to get it over to Jared Glover, but just a little bit too much pace on that ball. Jake Farmer now on the ball. Back to Alex Drambor. Playing with the now in the back. Alex Drambor looking for some options up the field. Trying to get to Ricky Lapata. Bounces off of Ricky Lapata. Stays with CKU. And a foul now on Ricky Lapata. Puts a dangerous free kick now for CKU. Plays the ball quickly. Gets it whipped in. Nico Rivera on the back post. Shot still gets off. Was a weird spin on it. Alex Drambor collects. Gets it out to Farmer. Farmer now to Rivera. Rivera, long touch, and it's just sent out of bounds now for a Fountain City Athletic throw in. Nico Rivera now. Trying to look for Fannin. Farmer there for Fountain City Athletic gets it away. Keeps it in. Fannin trying to flick it on. Nothing doing there. Unable to make contact on it. Good ball up from Pagnutti onto the feet of 17, but a good tackle there from Farmer. Into the feet of Comfort. Unable to control. And unfortunate there to give a foul away. CKU looking to possess right here. Ball sent down the line to Miguel Carrasquino, but his touch drags it out of bounds. Pagnutty to go long. Looking for 17 again. Hands all over Rivera. Gets it to Zimbeva either way. Zimbeva and Kelvin Osai fouls Zimbeva. Ball played quickly. Zimbeva's still on the ground asking for a yellow card. And trainer asked to be brought on for Kelvin Osai. Not good again for Fountain City Athletic, who is already trailing 1-0 and already had made a substitution. Looks like a little bit of blood going from the mouth. And Sophie, no, that is not a U problem. The wind is blowing in periodic, like in and out, and I just don't want the wind to like take over the mic. So once I start to feel a big gust coming, I'll mute it a little bit, then I'll unmute it again when it goes away. But just trying to save your guys' ears if you're watching on headphones or with a loud volume. Just a reminder, it'll be a CKU free kick when we return. Again, Kelvin Osai just bleeding from the mouth a little bit. Trying to get the blood out of his jersey. In the meantime, if you guys are watching on a TV at home, go ahead and scan that QR code that just came across your screen. Thank you to our partners Thumbo, who's bringing some fan interaction at home now. You got predictions and polls on there, as well as trivia coming up at halftime you won't want to miss out. And play resumes here. Kelvin Osai immediately back on the field. Again, just had to come out for a second due to the trainer coming on. CKU working down that left side. Gets it into Zimbeva. Don't want to give him any space at the top of the box. John Osongo there with a good tackle. Falls out to 17. Osongo there for the block as well. Nice hit shot. And 17 is going to get fouled and a yellow card as well. Nico Rivera wanted to go quick, but you cannot go quick while yellow is coming out. First challenge of the game for 17. Definitely feel for the player there. But nonetheless, a yellow card to number 17. Just a reminder to everyone watching at home that tonight's winner will host the conference championship game against Dodge City, as Dodge City knocked off the first seed 3-0 today, Chivas, Kansas, in Kansas City. Caleb Fannin trying to chest it on to Miguel Carrasquino, but good defense played there. Good hold-up play, but Nico Rivera coming back. Overlap now. Pazui gets it to Caleb Fannin. Caleb Fannin gets the ball to the overlap. Will Nico Rivera get there? He does. First touch down the line. Gets one to fall. In the middle, no one there. Out for a throw in. Good work there from Nico Rivera and Fountain City Athletic as they're pushing for that equalizer here. Rivera for the throw. Gets it to Fannin. Right back to Rivera. Right back to Fannin. Good one touch to Pazui. Fannin gets it right back. Trying to get the ball to the middle, but great defense played there. Good hold-up play from number 23, but Jake Farmer just beats him with speed there. Kelvin Osai going to go all the way back to Durambor. Osai now. Still Osai. To Lapata. Lapata trying to go first time to Glover behind him, but Carrasquino picks it up. Carrasquino is looking for Glover. Gets it back to Carrasquino after Comfort leaves it. Now Pazui wide. Pazui, first touch. Too long, but was able to catch up speed-wise, forcing a tackle out of number 2. Fountain City Athletics going to get another corner kick here. 30th minute we enter here. Fountain City Athletic down 1-0 after a beautiful 4th minute goal. Upper corner. Keeper got a hand to it, but just off his fingertips, not able to push it all the way wide. Just pushed it into the side netting with the pace and power that was behind it. Great ball whipped in there from Carrasquino. John Osongo not able to control that header. Pagnutti is going to look to go quick. Lapata is paying attention. Didn't look like his winger was paying attention. Good job there from Lapata to be alert. Osongo looking long now. Wind kills the ball almost in favor of Carrasquino, but number 17 does well to get the first touch on that. Good switch there. Zimbeva running. Unable to get it to him, but they are able to get it to 23 in the middle, and Kelvin Osai is going to go into the book for the first time today. Kelvin Osai with the first yellow card for Fountain City on the night. That card brought to you by Willpower Energy. Ball played quickly. And now out wide, 17, Rivera on him. Good ball whipped in. Ocean Comfort hesitant. Header goes straight into the arms of Drambor. Throws it out to Farmer. Farmer carrying. Looking for Carrasquino. Gets it to him for now. Fannin picks up in the middle. Tries to get it out wide. Another turnover in the middle for Fountain City Athletic. And again, Nico Rivera, who just won it back, turns it over again. Back and forth game right now. Fannin in the middle. Good turn. Gets it to Rivera. CKU has numbers back as Rivera gets it now to Amir Pasui. Good body there from the right back of Central Kansas. And he wins the foul as well there with a great step in on Amir Pasui. Great defense played right there from the right back. Pagnutti has to take the ball quickly. Still able to move the ball forward and take his time. Pagnutti going long with that wind to his back. Carries. Well done there from the left winger of CKU. They get it over to Zimbeva. He's dangerous on that side. Gets the ball played into the middle. Great save there from Drambor, but the tap in, and CKU is up 2-0. Alex Drambor making a great first save, but the rebound, no one guarding the extra guys in the box. And it's 2-0 now. Central Kansas United here in the 33rd minute. Fountain City Athletic with even more work to do now. Without their captain in the middle and now 2 goals down, Caleb Fannin, Miguel Carrasquino, and Jared Glover are going to have to figure some things up front. And now in the back, Jake Farmer and John Osongo have to do a little bit more talking. As miscommunication there, no one picks up the extra man. And an easy tap in. CKU up 2-0. Jake Farmer looking long for Amir Pasui. The win again, killing it. Pasui was strong, but Pagnutti just sitting high off his line, ready for that one. Lapata gonna throw it in for Fountain City Athletic. Lapata gets it to Comfort. Comfort, slow turn, turns it over. Been a little too slow through the midfield today for Fountain City Athletic. Central Kansas really taking advantage now. Out wide to Zimbabwe. Lapata guarding. Lapata does well there. Comfort. Touch backwards. And Comfort's mistake directly leading to that goal. Central Kansas with 2 goals in 3 minutes. 3-0. And they're looking to run away with this one. Osai gets it out wide to Lapata. Fountain City Athletic need to figure something out. Another turnover. CKU's looking to end this game early. Again, 2 quick goals in a matter of minutes, and Fountain City Athletic find themselves behind 3-0. CKU taking their time. Ref talking to Miguel Carrasquino there. It looks like he was unhappy about something, not too sure. Zimbabwe on the ball. Another good ball. Whipped in there from Flores over the top of everybody. Drambor looking for Glover. Glover flicks it on. Not enough for Fannin. Glover does well to win the ball back. Fannin's going to let him carry. Able to get it down for now. They're going to have to reset with Lapata. Good throw there from Lapata to Carrasquino. Carrasquino dispossessed. Comfort gets it over to Lapata. Lapata now on the right side. Another throw in for Fountain City Athletic. Gonna have to start playing with a little bit of urgency. They wanted to get back into this thing. Ball long from Farmer. Good flick there. Rivera able to body him off, but another misplayed pass in the middle from Fountain City Athletic. That time Osai. And another long ball. Puts CKU in a counterattack. Flores, Lapata guarding, forces the ball back. CKU is going to go ahead and take their time. Long ball played up by Lapata. Headed down, but Fannin now in a dangerous spot carrying. Long touch. Good challenge. Lapata comes through Glover comes through his back. Unfazed is CKU, and they're still possessing the ball here. Good ball. 23 with some nice hold-up play. Gets it over to Flores. 23 picks it back up. Back heel to Flores. CKU working the ball nicely, doing what they please. Zimbabwe is going to take a deep shot. straight at Drambour. Rivera to Osai, back to Rivera. Still Rivera carrying. Pizui to his left. Gets it to Carrasquinho. Carrasquinho face up. Tries to get it to Fannin. Quick touches by Fannin, but dispossessed again. Good work there from Osongo. But again, doesn't matter since Fountain City Athletic is unable to get it out of the midfield. Ball sent out wide. Man coming in to help. Cross sent front post. Alex Drambour there. Tries to throw it long. First time to Pizui quick. Caleb Fannin now. No foul called there in the middle. Fannin pulled from behind off the ball. And now CKU with another dangerous opportunity. Fountain City Athletic just cannot put passes together right now. Zimbabwe collects the throw in and decides to go back. Pagnutty now. Ball long, played over the top, 50-50. Header won by Flores, but nobody running off of it. Osongo getting pressed hard by Flores, able to get it to Osai. Osai out to Lapata. Good movement so far from Fountain City Athletic on this attack. Lapata looking for Fannin. Gets the flick, but goes off of a Fountain City Athletic man, and the ball's just sent all the way out for throw in. No balls in the area. Guess this is an opportunity for everyone to get a little breather. Both goalies have a ball by their net. Not sure why neither of them could kick the ball back into play. Pot of throw. They're going to say to wait a second. Saying elbows have been thrown. Ball thrown over Lapata's head. Off of the arm, it looked like, of a CKU defender. Nothing called in the end. Farmer collects in the midfield. Still Farmer, trying to get it out wide to Glover. It's going to fall right to the Zimbabwe, who gets a flick to number 23 first time. 23 is going to send it over the top to Flores, who's going to beat Lapata to the ball. Zimbabwe making a darting run into the middle, but Lapata is able to block the cross out for a corner kick. You want to go? Zimbabwe, great ball whipped in back post, and that's going to be 4-0 Central Kansas United. You can go ahead and right the ship. Dodge City going to be traveling to Salina, Kansas next weekend. 4 goals in this first half from CKU. Just wide open on the back post. No coverage there from Fountain City Athletic, and they're just losing it right now. Need to get back into things so it's not too ugly. But right now, at the moment, it's all CKU. CKU using their celebrations as little water breaks. Smart tactics there from them. It's not too hot, but gets it out wide to Pasuhi. Zui gets it back to Carrasquino, but Carrasquino trying to go for the nutmeg, unable to do so. Farmer steps through. Rivera trying to flick over 17. 17 does a good job there. Caleb Fannin and both going for the ball. Ocean Comfort's touch is long. CKU is going to recover and get it to Pagnutti, who's going to send it up wide to Flores, who's been running rampant down that left side today. Foul there from him. Kicks the back of Lapata's legs. Really not sure why you give 17 a yellow for his foul, but not Flores the yellow for that one. I feel like 17's was way less of a card than that one. But we are into stoppage time now. Lapata going to go short to Osai. Osai, just terrible ball there, and it's going to go out for a Pagnutti goal kick. Pagnutti to take this. Good long kick with that wind carrying. Farmer was the first one there. Rivera the second. Farmer the third. Gets it to Fannin. Tries to use his head to turn. Unable to do so. Good defense there from number 8. He's been great there in the middle for CKU today. 17 just whining and dining his way down to the corner. Osongo guarding. Quick feet. Gets past Osongo. Ball played across. Farmer able to deflect it, but a shot taken off of the yellow football bars. Goal kick quickly taken to Rivera. Rivera still with it. Trying to get it to Amir Pazhui, who's just waiting for the ball there. Can't do that. Long shot taken there again, and another one straight into the chest of Alex Drambor. But even up 4-0, Fountain City Athletic, or Central Kansas, just keeps on pressing and making things hard for Fountain City Athletic. Ocean Comfort with another turnover. Luckily, Fountain City Athletic gets it right back in the middle. Looking like we're going to probably reach the end of the extra time here from the first half. Probably the last opportunity. Carrasquino going down the line to Pazhui. Pagnutti off his line. Pazhui gets it past him. Still Pazhui. Unable to get the ball to Carrasquino. And those are the opportunities that Fountain City Athletic has just lacked on today. In the final third, just not able to get that final pass or that shot off. Pagnutti going long again to 17. Good touch there into space. Has Flores wide open. Looked like he was offsides, but referee out of position. They're just going to let it go out for a goal kick. Sideline referee was around 10 yards behind the ball on that play. Osai now in the middle. Gets it over to Rivera. And I was mistaken about that being the last attack. Farmer took Carrasquino, his touch, straight out of bounds. Moral of Fountain City Athletic story today. CKU just absolutely dominating this game today. Both possession, shots, defense, just all around. Fountain City Athletics going to collect that throw in. Caleb Fannon's going to try to go quick. Miguel Carrasquino gets stepped in front of, and that's, again, you just got to check to the ball there if you're Fountain City Athletic. Keep letting guys get in front of you defensively. Five minutes of extra time played here, and that will do it for the first half. CKU 4, Fountain City Athletic 0. A lot of work to do for Fountain City Athletic in the second half. Are they out of it? Can CKU coast to the finish, or will there be some anything exciting here in the second half? Well, I guess we'll find out shortly. We'll be back in around 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen that are still with us for halftime, go ahead and scan this QR code in the middle. We're going to get into some trivia. Got a minute countdown for everybody to get in. Again, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds to join trivia. Go ahead and scan in and sign up. Thanks to our partners, Thumbo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the CSD Credit Union halftime show. About 3 minutes left here in the half. Fountain City Athletic find themselves down 4-0. CKU absolutely dominating that first half in every way, shape, or form. Early goal in the 4th minute, and after that, CKU was just dominant on the counterattack. That long ball from Pagnotti, the goalkeeper, has just been very good today. The wind on his back definitely helped carry it, and Fountain City Athletic did not adjust to the wind on any of those long balls. And all of them subsequently led to a goal in one way or the other. Great balls whipped in from Noel Zimbeva on some corner kicks. And Fountain City Athletic falling asleep on rebounds. And that's where we sit 4-0. CKU looking likely to be on their way to hosting a conference championship game next week against Dodge City after Dodge City knocked off first seed Chivas, Kansas 3-0. Honestly, watching both games today, I think that is the most competitive final that this conference could have produced this year. And I think just as a neutral in that game, I'm going to be excited to watch as well. Central Kansas United is super good at home. This is a Central Kansas home game essentially here in Kansas City. Fans travel really well, but make a lot of noise too, man. And that's one thing that, as a soccer fan just in general, that you have to give credit to CKU for, because that's something that they do really well is involve their fan base, and their fans are really here making noise and making their impact heard as they are leading 4-0. They'll get the kickoff here in the second half. They'll be Noels and Beva getting things started. Again, I apologize for that win, but I'll be back here when we get things started in the second half. Wind blowing hard, lights are on in case the sun goes down, and we're seconds away from second half kickoff. Oh, it looks like Fountain City Athletic will be the one to take the kick. Whistle blown, clock started, and we are back underway, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in today to the Midwest South Conference semifinals. CKU up 4-0. Some beautiful goals scored. Wind blowing too. Fountain City Athletic will have the wind advantage. It looks like 25, Silas Latham is going to be making his Fountain City Athletic debut. The UMKC winger just signed there in January. Miguel Carrasquino with the foul right there. Not too sure who he replaced. Sorry, there's a wasp up here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, just had to dodge that. Still trying to figure out who we replaced before that confirmation gets sent your guys' way. Looks like it was Ricky Lapata. Flores on the wide, gets it out wide to number 4. Ball whipped in. Farmer does well there. A foul there on Amir Pazui. Lifted up in the air. Fountain City Athletic to take the free kick. Gonna go back to Drambor. Jake Farmer sends that one straight out of bounds. It's going to be a CKU throw-in. Ball played across Zimbeva, tracking back, collecting the ball in the midfield. Really great players in Zimbeva, committed D1 as well with a lot of these other players on the team. I forget where exactly as he wins that foul there. Fountain City Athletic arguing, but foul in the end. They were won by Zimbabwe. But Zimbabwe, I believe Flores was another one. And I believe the college was Radford. I hope somebody in the comments corrects me if I'm wrong. But huge congrats to all of those who signed D1. Big step in their journeys. And it'll be exciting just as a fan of the Midwest South to see what they do this fall playing Division I. Big too for CKU. Be able to say that you guys help provide stepping stones to their D1 journeys. But you can obviously tell really who those players on the field are is, they're the ones that have been a main reason in the domination of this game today. Caleb Fanning collects in the middle. Gets it out wide to Pazui. Too hard for Pazui. He's not able to collect. Ball sent off of Fanning. Looks like he hurt him a little bit, but it's good for now. Another foul on Miguel Carrasquino. He's going to have to be careful and not pick up a yellow card. And thank you, Sophie, for the confirmation on Radford. Radford University up in the Northeast is where those CKU players will be attending next year. So, again, big congratulations to them. But first, they're going to have a few more games after this one to keep playing before making their way up north. Nutty taking his time, pushing the guys up. Want to keep that pressure high on Fountain City Athletic. And this time the wind does stop that ball. He has a strong boot, but wind blowing hard left to right on your screen. Gets a flick onto Flores. Rivera able to get there for now. Falls, but good recovery to get back up. Flores is going to kick at Nico Rivera after the play. No card given. Remember, that is what he received a red card for last time these two teams played, was kicking up at a player. Bad pass by John there. Rivera able to get there, but taken out of his shoe there. Advantage called back. John's got to do a lot better with that first ball. Caleb Fannin tracking all the way back for Fountain City Athletic. Gets it over to Farmer. Latham moving up the sideline. Farmer looking for Latham. Unable to get it to him. Comfort down that side for now. Able to get a body. Still Comfort. And it's going to go off of Comfort in the end, but CKU taking over now. Fakes the throw back. Now going long, looking to go over the head of Latham. Osongo's clearance going to go off of the running CKU forward. Goal kick, Fountain City. Fountain City need to play with a little bit more urgency. I mean, 4-0 down in a knockout game. Winner go home here. Miguel Carrasquino trying to pick it up and go through the legs, unable to do so. Zimbabwe in the middle. Gets it to 6. Good ball sent from 6. Made Latham do some work. CKU going to take their time as you would expect, being up 4-0. No rush. 8 carrying well. Gets the ball out wide. First time cross in. Flores unable to collect, but chases it down. Gets it to Zimbabwe. Glover defending. Ball reset all the way to number 4. Well possessed there from CKU. Good ball over the top to Zimbabwe. Just a little too much on it there in the end. But, I mean, that play right there just shows you exactly why they're winning 4-0. Easily able to go from side to side, reset backwards, just having their way with the ball. It's like Nico Rivera finally fixing that shoe that came off. Back heel there to Zimbabwe. And again, just easy from right to left possession from CKU. What a turn in the middle there from 6 on Comfort. Ball switched wide. And a foul called there on Latham. 25 wins the foul. Free kick from about 22 yards out. It's going to be number 6 and number 4 that step over it. Surprising not to see Zimbabwe on the end of this one. He's at the back post, guarded by Glover. I believe that's a 3-man wall. Number 6 looks like he's going to be the one to hit. Nope, number 4. Good free kick, just wide. Simon Flores, welcome back to the stream, man. And I will admit, CKU just delivering pure greatness today. I don't know if you saw the first goal, but that one was just really probably one of the better goals I've seen all season. And then from there, it's just been all CKU. Good ball. Kelvin Osai, though, the first one there. His header goes straight to a CKU midfielder. CKU, again, possessing in the middle. Caleb Fannin trying to be there first. And they're going to play the advantage. Zimbabwe picking it up in the middle. Gets it out wide. Continues his runs. Good defense there by Latham. Oh, and that's a dangerous challenge. A yellow card coming out immediately. And a yellow card there. Dangerous challenge, though. And referee, no hesitation in that yellow. Really unnecessary. He had the cover to the sideline. Believe that he could have forced Latham back. Farmer with it. Fannin checking, gets it out wide to Latham. Latham to Carrasquino on his back foot, unable to get a touch. Good body in the middle, too, to help his teammate pick up the ball. Zimbabwe on the side. Rivera defending. Good ball in from Zimbabwe to 23. Numbers now for Fountain City for CKU against Fountain City Athletic, but a early ball whipped in, no one making that run. Ball played right back out to the guy that just hit the cross, looking to cross it again. This time Latham blocks it. Good double touch over 2 defenders and a ball whipped in. Rivera having to be ready for that. Another ball whipped straight back into the box, wide open on the back post. Unable to get a touch on net, but a good ball whipped in there from CKU. Comfort looking for Carrasquino, and another turnover from Comfort, who's just not been on his game today. Good possession here from CKU. Not a lot of press from Fountain City Athletic, even though the score line is not in their favor. Seems like Fountain City Athletic has almost just accepted the result and are ready to call it a good first season in the UPSL. But also fair play to CKU, who's making it hard for Fountain City Athletic to even have any idea of getting back into this thing. Good tackle there from Latham. Carrasquino gets it back over to Latham. Latham's one-time ball to Jared Glover was a nice one, but Glover unable to get to the edge of that. Able to keep it in for a throw-in rather than a goal kick. Wind blowing now hard, getting a little chilly out here at 7:30 at night. Press now on. Caleb Fannin able to get the ball in the box. Played out for a corner kick, but that's what Fountain City needed earlier in the half. We're already 12 minutes, 13 minutes into this half, and you're just now starting to get the press set up. Latham, tall body, 6'3", gonna come into the box, push Amir and Ocean Comfort out. Comfort's actually gonna go back in place of Glover. Carrasquino ball whipped in. And Farmer on the end of that one, able to get one back for Fountain City Athletic. Still a lot of work to do, but at least we got one on the board. Again, Jake Farmer with his first goal for Fountain City Athletic this season. That goal brought to you by Speak Easy. Back underway here, not wasting any time. Fountain City Athletic has been a second half team this year, but a lot more work to do than they have had to do all year up to this point. Sorry again for the wind, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to mute till it calms down. Not sure if you guys see the football flags or the corner flags, but it's blowing basically straight at us and to the right diagonally. Good ball into Flores, unable to get the ball from underneath his feet, but what a job to at least get the shot off. And CKU still pushing, still putting pressure on Fountain City Athletics back line. Cannot make it easy for them to possess back there. Bad ball there from John Osongo. Kelvin Osai going down, but Zimbeva picks the ball up and puts it away. What a finish from Zimbeva. CKU again capitalizing off of another Fountain City mistake in the back. And that's how you take any motivation or momentum right back out of a team. Apologize for the lack of commentary, guys. Wind has been really brutal these last 5 minutes or so. Silas Latham with the goal there. But yeah, wind really blowing here. Zimbabwe in the middle now. And CKU immediately trying to put a goal right back on the board. They want that 4-goal win. Fountain City Athletic, maybe if you don't allow that 5th goal, you can say you're in it, but still just a lot of work to do. Osongo gets it up the field. Glover just looking for something. And they're going to go all the way back to Pagnutti, but a good opportunity to push the line up the field. Osongo just going to let the guy take the touch in the middle. And because of that, ball's played through on goal. And that's going to be a red card for Jake Farmer. John Osongo dropping down, leaving a man wide open in the middle, putting his team in a bad position, and the goal scorer Farmer has been sent off. And again, not really much Jake Farmer can do in that situation. It's either try to put a body on him or just let him run straight on your goal. And I do feel like the contact was pretty weak, but if a guy goes down in those circumstances, it's pretty much always given. So good job from CKU forward right there. Zimbeva's going to step over this one. He won't be the one to take it. And what a finish there. 6-2 now. Still a goal, and Fountain City are going to be down a man. And what a finish there on that free kick. That was a beauty of a left foot there. Makes it 6-2, and again, CKU really wanted that 4-goal win. Up a man, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep pushing for more. Wind blowing hard on the free kick. Let's see if that pays any effect. And I will have to agree with you there, Mateo. It is over. Most definitely. We'll just have to see what the final score ends up being. Great game played today from CKU. They were coming in for revenge, and revenge they got. No problem in the end. And they're going to be hosting Dodge City next week for the Midwest South Conference Championship. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Zimbeva's in again. Good tackle there from Osai. And Pazui with a good turn. A little chance here for Fountain City. Gets it to Carrasquino. But I think the winner of this conference right here, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's CKU or Dodge City, will go very far in this national tournament. I would not be surprised to see either of those teams in the Final Four. come August. Pagnutti taking his time, dribbling back and forth among the box, waiting to pick it up. And out they throw it. Good ball there from Zimbabwe to Flores, able to keep it in. Flores drops it back to 14. Good ball to the back post. Latham unable to do anything. Played back across and tapped in for number 7. And again, what a ball played in there to that back post. Sorry for the delay. The wind is just now finally dying down after that. But a ball played in, a good header back post, and just an easy tap in. A couple subs being made. Alex Dramboard, the keeper, coming out for Ethan Ulrich. Looks like Albert Kimme coming on for I'm not too sure, Nico Rivera. No, Nico Rivera's still on the field. I'm not too sure. We'll say Ocean Comfort. And then Calvin Knust as well made an appearance in this match. And it looks like for Amir Pazhui, substituted off. Remember, CKU up a man, still wanting to put goals on. Eddie, I don't know if you were here earlier in the stream, but the wind has been pretty brutal today. I'm trying not to keep the mic on when it's just blowing hard. I mean, game's pretty much over at this point too, so don't want you guys' viewing experience to be dwindled by the wind. Whenever the wind is done, I unmute and commentate, but try to keep things neutral, win or lose for Fountain City Athletic. I try to make sure that everyone enjoys their time watching. Central Kansas, in that time of pause, been fairly easy in possession. Not really looking for that 8th goal like they were a couple minutes ago, but you never know. It's coming from an offside position to receive that ball. Let's see if the referee calls it. He doesn't. CKU is going to take over here on the 15 of the football-yard line. Make that 25 yards away from the goal. Throw in, easy, quick little throw in. Caleb Fannin tracking back, wins the ball. Gets it over to Kimme. Bad pass there from Kimme in the middle. And again, CKU just really working the ball well. Fountain City not even putting much pressure. If you guys aren't picking up the win, I can keep it unmuted. I just know I'm getting pretty heavy bursts on me, so appreciate it for letting me know. Ball played over the top of Flores, missed touch there. Osongo, again, just not Fountain City Athletics day. Pretty much everywhere on the field has been lackluster. And fair play to CKU for making it hard on Fountain City to get anything going. But yeah, like these mistakes in the back today have been killer for Fountain City Athletic, directly leading to 4 or 5 of the goals. And you know, CKU they did all the hard work in the end and made some beautiful finishes today. Like some of these goals that I've seen today from CKU have probably been some of the best goals I've seen in all of the conference games that I've watched. And I've watched as many games as I can all around the conference, just as a fan of what the UPSL is doing, and especially the competitiveness level in this conference. Just great soccer week in, week out. And like that left-footed corner or free kick there, that was just absolutely incredible. Fountain City Athletic players angry at each other right now. They need to be angry at themselves before they get mad at each other. That's one of the reasons this goal line has gotten up to 7. Nico Rivera now gets it over to Fannin, continues his run. Fannin cutting in, gets it to Kimme. Kimme, good little touch around the defenders, looking for some options. Gets it to Carrasquinho. Carrasquinho unable to dribble around. And CKU find themselves 2v1 through the legs of Osongo. And a great save there from Ulrich, coming out 1v1 to make the stop. But again, through the legs of Osongo there. Just not his day today. Carrasquinho on the wing, gets it to Fannin. Tries to get a turn, but somebody right on his back. Fannin again. Rivera. Still Rivera. Good footwork from him. Cuts it straight back into number 8. And again, CKU's on the go. Rivera working back for the ball. Trips in the process. Great ball played in there from number 8, but Jared Glover does some good defending. Fountain City Athletic down a man. You can really tell in that back line. Jake Former, one of the goal scorers, sent off in the second half. And a beautiful free kick followed that put the goal scores to where it is. Knus gets it to Fannin. Fannin on the wing, working. Still Fannin, nothing doing for him. Gets it to Osai in the end. Osai out wide to Carrasquinho. Carrasquino pass one. Going to take a deep shot. Pagnetti, easy save. '83rd minute of play as we enter. Ooh, a little bit dangerous there from Pagnetti. I don't think he realized how close Carrasquino was, but able to get it off, and a good ball it was. Canuss, good touch in the middle, but even better defense there from 14. Just the agility there, beat him out. Going to take their time a little bit. Ball switched over, number 4, and CKU going to relax a little bit. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, next week CKU will host Dodge City in the conference championship. Winner of that game, very likely to go far in nationals. 25 offside called there. I don't think it is on Kalshi Mateo, but thanks to our partner Thumbo, you can predict World Cup games and earn points. If you checked our Instagram story out at all, I know the link's not been working for some people, but if you screenshot the post up on our Instagram, you can predict all the World Cup games every day that they're on. Win points to redeem stuff from our team store and from sponsors. Man, coming on his back, but gets the ball away quickly. Gets it out wide. And a good one, too. Offsides again there. Whistle blown. Shot still taken. Mateo, it is me, Landon Hinkle. Unfortunately, Will Washington is celebrating Father's Day. I took time away from my daughter to watch this Fountain City Athletic masterclass on defense today. Derek Carson, 38-year-old teacher at Staley High School, making his way onto the field for his first career UPSL playoff game. He's going to be bringing that up to his new freshman next year. Good work there from Calvin Canuss. Gets it over to Kima. A touch a little long. Patrick Musore enters the game as well after absence from the lineup. Just personal things, unable to make the games. Good work there from Carson to get it over to Musore. The subs linking up. And fan into Kima. The little man gets pushed over. Plays the free kick quick. Carrasquino has Latham to his left. Tries to get it to Kima. First touch, lets him down. And picked up by Pagnetti. He's going to take his time. Sent up the field, 25. 25v25 battle, Vantage played. Not really sure that was a foul, shoulder to shoulder. It's a 6'3" guy going up against a 5'9" guy. I think the bigger guy wins those. Ball played long. Decent touch, but well cut out there from Osai. Just 4 minutes to play here in Fountain City Athletics' inaugural season. And thank you, Sophie. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers watching here and in attendance tonight. All the fathers on the teams for both CKU and Fountain City Athletic, and the coaches if they are fathers. But just 4 minutes left in Fountain City Athletics' inaugural season, and what a season it has been. Just 8 months ago, we did not think that we'd be sitting here in this position. You know, starting the team from scratch 8 years ago with none of these guys on the roster when it happened. All we had was a badge and a name, and 8 months to come as far as we did, and in our first season to be tied first place with 3 teams for the championship regular season, have the most wins in conference regular season play, and to host a playoff game in your first season. I think that is a great start for Fountain City Athletics' career as a club. Latham, good ball over the top to Fannin, but Pagnutti been high off his line all game. Offsides is the call in the end. But again, Fountain City Athletic to come from a team where maybe predicted not to finish as high, coming in as an unknown team from Kansas City, to come in and host a playoff game in their first season. Well played to CKU. They had an absolutely incredible season. I think if it wasn't for the decision that was made and their Emporia game being a 0-0 draw, they very well could have won the league. But they do have that chance now to win the league in the championship next Saturday when they host it in Salina, Kansas against Dodge City Toros. Dodge City has been the team to beat, in my opinion, these last few games. I mean, after watching this one, I don't think CKU is going to have any worry going into that game. But that is bound to be an exciting, enticing game to watch for any fan that loves soccer. Two very highly competitive teams that I think either one of them can make a deep run in national playoffs this year. Still a minute and a half left to play. Let's see if there's any more action from either team. And yeah, I think CKU getting to play that 10th and final game over in Emporia, a rivalry game at home. Not only would that have been a packed out house and a crazy game, but would have gave Emporia or CKU more than likely the title with a win. Nonetheless, I mean, speaking as somebody who also didn't win the title, you don't get money from winning the title in season. CKU has all the money up for grabs from the champion that next week, like I said, against Dodge City. Ball through to Masore. I think that was not offsides. This referee on this side has been pretty out of position all game. Pretty sure you're supposed to be in line with the last defender. Not sure it would have mattered in the end, as we didn't have a lot of balls coming over the top. But again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today, watching some great goals be scored. I do not believe Fountain City Athletic will be playing in the Midwest South for the fall season, as I don't believe there will be a Midwest South, but fans interested in keeping updated with Fountain City Athletic throughout the offseason this fall and into winter break and see what we're going to keep on doing for the club. Our Instagram is Fountain City Athletic. Sorry, I was reading comments as I was talking. The final for Nationals will be August 9th. I believe it's that weekend. Final Four is the midweek of that week, and then the National Championship will be that weekend. The Final Four conference is either Saturday or Sunday. It's up to CKU to decide that, as they are the hosts for the final as we enter the 90th minute of play here. But yeah, CKU will get to decide that game. It's too bad I'm not going to really want to make an hour and 42-minute trip out to Salina, Kansas, but I'm definitely going to be tuned in on the stream, as that's going to be a super exciting game. Yes, sir, Mateo. Till next year. Thank you for all you guys' support this year, as that is the final whistle. CKU is headed to the championship. Fair play to them. Well-played season. And I 100% believe that, other than us, obviously, I would have to say, biased aside, these are the two best teams that will be playing in the Midwest South Championship. And biased aside, I believe the winner of the Midwest South is going to make it to the Final Four in Los Angeles this year. I appreciate everyone for tuning in today. Glad we didn't get into any arguments this time, Simon. But again, fair play to CKU today, I think. from the jump, 4th minute goal. And after that,
Are there going to be any scissors anywhere? Are we gonna get the
scissors?
Yeah.
There should be scissors, yeah. But I think CKU Dodge City next week, winner of that, might as well book their trip to Los Angeles, because looking at our side of the bracket, the winner of Midwest South will play Bartlesville, Oklahoma. CKU will be the home team next, Christian. They will host number 4 Dodge City. I don't know if you guys see the slider across the bottom, but Dodge City took down Central Kansas, or Chivas, Kansas, my apologies, 3-0 in Riverside, Missouri this morning. Don't want to see Fountain City next year. Yes, sir, Zach Latimer. It's very unfortunate that you were not able to make it out to tryouts this year, but hopefully we see you at tryouts this next season. And again, we got to let this run 15 minutes after due to league policy. So if you guys are still on here and chatting, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I'm going to make my prediction real quick for the championship game. I think Central Kansas will beat, and I'm not just saying this because you guys are on my stream and are going to let me have it if I don't say this, but I do honestly believe that Central Kansas will win 3-2 over Dodge City, and I think it's going to go to extra time. I don't believe it will go to penalties, but I do think that it will be a great game that goes the distance. Noel Zimbeva, I think he's been one of my favorite players to watch this year, just as a fan of the conference. That kid has been insane, and I'm definitely going to be following him through his journey at Radford next year. I believe Flores is one of the other ones, and if you guys are still in the comments want to tell me who else is, I'll definitely be following their journey. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm just a fan of the conference and a fan of all these teams here and what they're doing. As an owner here at Fountain City, I believe that it takes a collective to make everything work for the league. These 10 teams this year, all the owners for these 10 teams this year have done absolutely incredible for their teams. I think realistically, and I've followed UPSL all season, I think our conference has done the best job in putting these players out there, and that's shown. Look at what CKU has done today, the players and the goals that they scored. I'm excited to see what they do next week and further on. But I appreciate again everybody for tuning in today. If you guys want to follow our journey on Instagram, Fountain City Athletic, we have a lot of exciting things planned this offseason, including the start of our youth academy. We're going to be focused on that rather than playing a competitive fall season. We're going to be playing in some travel tournaments and things like that. But for the most part, we're going to be working on setting up a pipeline of youth talent here in Lee Summit, Missouri. But yes, I agree, Cody. Noel and Seth are easily one of the top 2 players in this league. I think we'll see their name on the Team of the Year sheet at the end. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing off, and good luck to CKU next week in the final.